Dragon Age The Veilguard. It's decent, I wouldn't say it's amazing. I'm very mixed on this RPG so far.
The gods demand hitting us from range.
I'm enjoying the general gameplay. It moves away from the open world gameplay introduced in the previous Dragon Age, but I still get to search every nook and cranny for treasures. So far, my main criticism with Veilguard is I think the writing or character dialogue isn't as strong as it's been in the past.
Well, that's awkward.
Now, you could argue the role-playing and characters are the most important aspect of a quality Dragon Age game, but when it comes to the Dragon Age series, I love Origins the most. Incredible RPG, and I came to love a lot of the characters, and there were some brilliant follower questlines. I can always remember Morrigan's questline and uncovering the truth about her mother, but not to mention, Origins just felt metal as hell.
The Darkspawn must be stopped here and now.
But the feel and writing, well, more specifically the character dialogue of Veilguard, is a far cry from Origins so far. If anything, I feel the characters are annoying me.
Well, wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today.
And just a hunch, but I think the writers are obsessed with coffee.
Coffee.
I would kill for a decent cup of coffee.
Coffee shop. How's the coffee?
I dreamed about this coffee.
Coffee. For coffee, I mean. You just described my dream cup of coffee.
There's just loads of little moments that I feel pull me out the story and immersion. I am planning on going the whole way with Veilguard and eventually doing a review. I want to give this a fair chance, but I'm going to need to slurp some of that coffee.
It's a very good roast.
Quick coffee break, consider subbing to Peter Bytes or liking the video for more content like this. Cover RPGs, just finished my Metaphor review after 100% completion, and you might like my Final Fantasy series where I'm replaying them all and ranking them against each other as I go. Thank you. So Dragon Age 4, or Veilguard, begins with us chasing Solus across the world. In Dragon Age 3, we learned our teammate Solus is actually an elven god, the Dreadwolf, and he wants to rip open the veil on our world, which may potentially ruin everything and kill countless innocents. So technically, we're the Veilguard. I do really like that we are continuing the Dragon Age story with some returning faces. We get to play our own custom character, codenamed Rook. I thought the character creator was decent. I like that you can set backstories and change lots of variables, but it would have been nice if I could adjust some of the variables a little bit further. I think they're a little bit limited, and hair colour highlights might have been nice. On my first character, I made a Kunari, a little bit demon-like with horns, but about 2 hours in, I found I really didn't like my chunky, goofy character. I hate the way the horns extrude from my head, and I couldn't get it to look good. And there's loads of memes floating about, showing how much better the Kunari used to look in Dragon Age 2. I decided to completely start over, and I made an elf instead.
A damn good-looking hero, if I do say so.
A lot happier with my elf. Only problem is, I keep getting this bug where her hair turns black in different lighting for some reason. There are 3 classes to choose from: Mage, Rogue and Warrior. I'm playing a Mage. I end up dodging loads of attacks while weaving in my own attacks and the occasional spell. It's pretty good. There's a pretty decent talent tree as well. Hopefully I can increase my mana and mana regen, because at the minute I can only cast about 2 or 3 spells a minute because I run out of mana really fast. There is a combo system. You can order your party members to use their abilities and combo them together. Feels pretty satisfying pulling off a combo for extra damage. And there's ultimate attacks too. I'm hopeful that I can maybe unlock some more ultimate attacks as I play through the game. I'm trying to build a Deathcaller mage. I'm genuinely curious how far I can take it and what kind of dark magic I'll be able to access. Gonna have to wait and see with the full review. BioWare has ditched the open world gameplay from Dragon Age 3, and I think the Dragon Age series is better for that. But I've got to admit, you do a lot of teleporting around and travelling into the Fade, and the world itself feels a little disjointed. I'm always searching every little location for treasure. I like that some collectibles give you small power boosts, and in between the story, faction and side quests, I'm speaking with all my followers, getting to know them, and eventually unlocking their follower quests. The typical Mass Effect Dragon Age formula with BioWare. I like it, but like I said earlier, the character dialogue could be a lot better.
Oh, people!
Visually, the environments are pretty good so far. I like the cityscapes, and Arathian Forest looks pretty amazing with a mix of these vibrant colours in the atmosphere. But I think when it comes to monster design, it feels a bit off. We're fighting undead darkspawn and demons, and they feel a bit like they've been cartoonified or made by Disney. Enemy designs feel closer to Fortnite than Dragon Age Origins, where they felt so much more visceral and evil, or looked like demons that actually came straight out of hell. I'm not seeing a huge variety in enemy types, so hopefully there's a bit more later in the game. I'll report back on that. It's been running fine on my PC so far. I had one bug where I kept respawning in the water and drowning, and I was just stuck in a loop of respawning and drowning over and over again. Had to reload a previous save. Apart from that, it's been fine. These are my impressions so far. I heard there's a big political moment later on. I haven't reached that part of the game yet, so I've still got that to judge. So far, decent RPG, but maybe not a great Dragon Age game. Falls short on character writing, dialogue, and personally, I find the atmosphere a bit cartoony. I miss the more visceral Dragon Age Origins. But I am going to finish it and review it. Alright, peace for now.